Hey, what's up, my people? Welcome back to Option Size channel. Today was a very tricky expiry, a really tough one, I would say. So, you would have seen that I've booked a profit of around 40,000 in my last expiry, which was the highest for me during any expiry so far. But I'm more happy for the trades which I did today, which was a tricky and very tough expiry. So, we have booked a profit of around 24,000, which is just over 1% for the capital deployed. But as far as the trade is concerned, I'm very much happy and pretty much satisfied with the trades I did today than the one where I had the maximum profits. So we'll get into the charts and identify why. So let me just give you a perspective about how the expiry was so tricky and tough today. If you see the India VIX graph, India VIX is at around 30.4, which is like the lowest ever VIX at which I am trading. So this India VIX denotes the implied volatility in the market, and it is such a low VIX regime that the premiums are absolutely not there. In my early trading days where I started trading options, I used to get the straddle at the money premium for about 160 points for calls as well as puts. So combined together, I used to get around 320, 350 rupees premium. But today, straddle premium opened at 70 points each at call and put side. That is something around 150 points for the 150 points range. So that's extremely low, guys. It's very less premium times. When the straddle premiums are very less, you can imagine that the far out of the money call as well as put options will be worthless, so to say. So it was very difficult to trade with such kind of a less premium regime, and yeah, so that is a new normal now since the VIX has fallen so much. But the thing is that the advantage which comes with the low VIX regime is that it implies less volatility, right? So the market shouldn't be much volatile. It should ideally consolidate in a small range and shouldn't move in bigger range. But you see, Bank Nifty, which opened at this candle at around 42,768, have closed at 43,160. That is close to around 400 points move within intraday, where the straddle premium was suggesting a 150 point range. The Bank Nifty has moved around 400 points. And look at Nifty, it is absolutely crazy. Till 3 p.m., Nifty was trading between 18,400 and opened at 18,300, just between 100 points range for 7 hours, and for the last 45 minutes or so it soared up another 150, 130 points. So it is crazy kind of movements in the market, and it becomes all the more difficult for the option sellers to make money in this kind of market. So these markets are ideal for option buyers, I'll tell you. So like 43,000 call option, which was trading at around 10 to 12 rupees, has gone up to the range of 100 rupees. So had you put your capital at 10 rupees at 3 p.m. today on 43,000 call option, you would have made it 10 times by the closure of the market. So that is the craziness of option buying. And these kind of markets where there is sudden up move and down move are paradise for option buyers, and it is a nightmare for option sellers. So as far as I am concerned, I'm a option seller, and how the day has turned out, pretty happy with 1% profits, because it was a day where option sellers would have bled, and I'm pretty much happy that I could get out with 1% profits. So let's get into the trades which I did today. So market opened at around 42,700 and had a continuous up move thereafter. So after this up move, I entered at around this candle. So by then, most of the premium had decayed, uh, like uh, uh, 200 points away strikes from the at the money were trading at around 18 or 90 rupees, very worthless. So I decided not to take a straddle and go for strangle today. So I went for 42,700 put option and 43,100 call option. So I went for 42,700 put option and 43,100 call option. 43,100 call option. So these was my strangle points, and in between this range, even though the market looks like um, consolidating, there was huge spikes in between, especially at this candle, this particular candle, when market was trying to move above the all-time high at that particular time. So there was a spike in call options, and all those people who had kept a system stop loss would have suffered due to that spike. I personally didn't keep a system stop loss. I was trying to exit manually if any spike was there, but I didn't get caught in that spike, and the candle reversed suddenly, and it was all fine. And here also, when it started breaking the initial swing high on the downside. So here also, when it started breaking the initial swing high on the downside, there was a spike in put options as well. And it was never easy because the premiums for 42,700 and 43,100 had almost decayed towards the half time. So I was forced to shift my puts to 42,800 and my calls to 43,000 levels at this level. And it was a tight range, right? So when we are trading in tight range, any small movement like this move and this move would affect you very badly. Even though market looked like consolidating between these two ranges, it was very tight and very difficult to manage the spikes. So I kept on shuffling between 43,000 and 43,100 calls whenever market started moving up. Like in this case, when market started moving up, I had moved my calls back to 43,100. And also in this particular case, when market was coming down continuously, that time I had moved my puts from 42,800 back to 42,700, and then again rolled back my puts to 42,800 when it started going up. So it was complete shuffling between the levels, and very much frustrating, very tight range and huge spikes and very difficult to manage. So that was all about my trade, and my last positions were 42,800 puts and 43,100 call option, and the market expired in between that range. So had I not moved my 43,000 calls from here to 43,100, I would have got affected in this up rally. I would have been out of my profits and would have entered into losses as well, because from at around 10 to 12 rupees, it spiked to around 100 rupees, I believe. So it was crazy stuff, crazy stuff. And Nifty, I think 18,450 call option, which was trading at around 60 paise. So it was trading at around 60 paise, almost went up to a high of 38 or 39 rupees. So it is crazy, and the kind of volatility which is there in the market right now is not matching with the implied volatility. You cannot be having this kind of very big up move or very big down move during low VIX regimes. Markets are supposed to be silent and remain sideways, but that is not what is happening these days. So I hope this is just a one-off day and things will improve in the future. And today one of my friend was also trading with me, so he's kind of big money player. So he's kind of a guy who is comfortable in holding to bigger position and bigger losses. So his style suits buying. And so when the market was going up initially, interestingly enough, he had bought put options, 48,800 put options, and then later he kept on averaging his positions when market went up. One thing which clearly is not advisable is averaging your position, any position, be it any sell or buy positions. Don't average it. So he kept on averaging the positions, and at one point he even entered to 42,900 puts, and that was like a real crazy stuff. And at one point of time, he had gone to around 50 to 60,000 loss, MTM loss at one point, which was around 4% of his capital, and it was really scary. So fortunately, he ended up in profits thanks to his good execution skills. When there was a down move, precisely this particular down move, he got hold of good gamma spikes and exited with profits of around 25 to 30,000, so which was good. Fortunately, it happened right in his way. Fortunately, it turned out to be well for him, but it was a scary thing to do. So I will always advise whoever is trading, never to trade with emotions, never to average your position. You should have the appetite to book your losses as well, just like profits. Losses are also part of game. So you should set a limit for the losses and stop it there. You cannot keep on averaging and keep on mounting the losses and hope for the market to get a recovery. So today, fortunately, that friend of mine had a recovery and ended up in profits, but most of the times it doesn't happen, guys. So more or less you are bound to make losses on those kind of trades if you do. So that is one thing. And if market stays like this with the ultra low premiums and very sharp movements like this, it is going to be very tough for option sellers. So I either hope market to remain sideways without huge spikes or down moves, and then I'm fine with low premiums. Also, I can work around with low premiums if market is not making a sudden move. And if not, if market is making sudden moves, I would prefer higher premiums, that is higher implied volatility. So I'm again comfortable trading in higher weeks times because premiums are more, and you can go to safer options, and you can dance according to the market and come out with some profits. So this is my style of trading, guys. I mitigate my risk. I trade very safe and look for safer methods to get out with profits. So any given day, I will take this profit 1%. So that is that, and I hope you all had a decent expiry. You didn't get caught in any of the gamma spikes if you're an option seller, and if you're an option buyer, I hope that you got the right entry points where you could have multiplied your money. Like how many times? 3 times or 4 times maybe? Yeah, possible with option buying. So it is crazy stuff. So that's it for the day. I'll update you more about how my trades are going on the coming days, and uh, that's it for now. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Take care.